Alright, so there's this, like, it's basically just a clickbaity trend. Not even really clickbaity either. So there's this trend, not a trend either, because the trend only tends to last so long. But this has lasted damn near 3 years, I think. There are channels out there. There are so many, and I don't even know all of them. There are just a few that I can name off the top of my head. King O, Mental E, I think is how you pronounce it, or maybe Mental, Norkel-san, Doves for You, and there's just so many more. My Wife Left Me, Mr. Bader, stuff like that. And what they do essentially is they take pornographic comics, like anime characters in sexual situations, drawn by artists. They take those comics and dub over them. Now, they censor any type of nudity, that they do that, but that doesn't make it okay. First off, it breaks TOS, which is obvious, because you can't post anything pornographic on YouTube. And not only that, but they also make the thumbnails pictures of those scenes. Like, for example, there was one video, there's a series of videos called So and So Is Worth It, where it's essentially just a meme template of some dogs fighting over a character. But the thing is, the pictures of the character that are used are pornographic images, which, again, goes against terms of service. Why is this such a problem to me, you might ask? Well, it's not because I'm one of those people who just like, oh, I gotta enforce YouTube's rules because they just need to be enforced. Like, I'm not one of those people who's just gonna call out everybody who breaks the rules. But it's just, this isn't okay because kids can see this. I hope they realize that. The kids can see their videos. And you know what that can cause? Porn addiction. Because believe it or not, any type of exposure to porn can contribute to a later porn addiction in life. Not only that, but technically this is illegal as well. It's you can't have any porn of a minor, which some of these characters are, might I add. But that's not even the worst part, because at least it's fictional characters, not real minors. But you know what is illegal? Showing porn to a minor. I don't know how long the sentence is, and I'm not going to look it up. But I would assume you get some at least a couple months for showing pornography to a minor. It's ridiculous, the fact that these people are just over here posting porn, basically, on YouTube, not only breaking TOS, but basically breaking the law. Now, if you're on YouTube Kids, which I don't have, I would assume you can't see these videos. But here's the thing. I feel like more kids are on regular YouTube than YouTube Kids. And if they're not, you want to know how they still get on YouTube? Via using a parent's phone. Because let's be honest, most kids watch what they're not supposed to. When I was growing up, I didn't watch porn. I didn't watch anything like that. Granted, there wasn't stuff going around like that, but I was watching stuff like Jacksepticeye and everything, things my parents told me not to watch because of the swearing. And it's just, this needs to stop. It needs to stop. It's happened before, technically speaking. It happened with the gacha community. There was so much porn being posted about the gacha life game. I don't even know why. It needs to stop. I know some of these channels, I don't know if Mentally does those videos anymore. He might. I know King O still does them, I think Norbalthon still does them. I know Dubs for You keeps doing them. It needs to stop. It is a very shady tactic to get money and views. And these channels have, some of them have millions of subscribers. I think Mentally had like almost 2 million or something like that. I don't know, I haven't really checked up on these channels in a minute, aside from Dubs for You, because I was scrolling and I randomly got recommended one, which I don't know why, but it needs to stop, because it's getting to the point where reporting these channels isn't really gonna do anything anymore. They'll just probably come back on an alt account and do it all again. YouTube, you need to do something about this. It's not okay, and it needs to be stopped.